Hey, happy Sunday, happy New Year, everyone. And thank you for joining me for Marketing for Shy People. Now, you may or may not know this, but I'm a whole life spiritual coach, and I help my clients uncover their divine life path through enlightened mastery techniques that support their emotional freedom so that they can do more of what they love and less of what they don't want. Okay, so now the most asked question that I received from my supporters and followers in 2018 is how they can do what I do and start marketing, start marketing and making money online. All right. So I decided that that's just what I'll talk about. All right. So this year we're going to talk about how you can begin branding yourself like crazy so that you could be your own boss in 2019. All right. So I'm going to share the information on this page, all the information that I learned about branding to encourage you, okay, to be your own boss. All right. And since it's January, this is the perfect time to implement what I'm going to share with you so that you could begin branding like crazy. Okay. And I want you to do it in the most empowered way possible. All right. So, in order to create an empowered life that you can truly be proud of, there are 5 things that you must consider. All right. Number 1, you are in control, which means you totally possess the keys to changing your life into whatever you desire. Okay, so if you want, if you do, all right, so let's say if you feel inadequate with that, right? When I tell you that you actually have the keys, if you feel inadequate about that, then there are tons of experts and coaches in just about every field that you could possibly think of that can support you in creating and manifesting the life that you desire. All right, now some charge a little and some charge a lot. But if you do your research, you will find one worth listening to, and they'll be able to help you consciously recognize the gifts and talents that you already possess so that you can begin your journey in the right direction with little delay. All right. Now, number 2. Hey, who that? Dr. B? I just saw hey, Dr. B. Hey. I'm doing what you said. This was in my sister is on here. Dr. Bacchus, that's Dr. B on the beach. You guys can follow her on Facebook and on YouTube as well. All right. She's the one that encouraged me to do this. All right. She's the one, she's one of my hugest supporters. And I love her. I love you, Dr. B. Follow Dr. B on the beach on YouTube. Okay. Me and her, we're going to be doing some work together soon. All right. But yes, this was her idea. She said I'm going to put it out there because she's like, extremely like, legal. And she, this is her idea to brand. She said, Tiffany, why don't you teach people how to brand themselves like crazy in 2019? So I'm taking your advice. All right. Okay. So now let's move on to number 2. Okay. You must realize that there are an infinite number of beliefs, all right, that you carry, that you picked up over the years that probably don't support your desired outcome. And these beliefs could and most likely are holding you back and blocking what you want to create. All right. So that's the reason why I decided to not only practice EFT, but to teach it to my clients. Okay. Because what we experience in our life gets stored in our bodies. All right. And they get stored as energetic patterns of thoughts. All right. And they continue to play out long after they occurred. All right. And these experiences can be good or bad. And it doesn't matter. It all gets stored. All right. So now with EFT, you can directly address these hidden beliefs and repattern them so that you can achieve your goals more easily. All right. So now let's go on to number 3. Oops, what I do here? All the way on number 4. Number 3, all right? Shifting your perception about yourself and your life can be done by simply deciding to change. That's it, all right? Because what you believe defines who you are, okay? So do not doubt the power you possess in making conscious choices. If you really desire to improve your life, all you must do is set an intention to change and then begin linking up with others that are like-minded. If you never tell yourself that you want to change, you won't, which is why I encourage my clients to look in a mirror, okay, and have a conversation with their own image as often as they can. If you can't get through to yourself, then no one else will be able to. So as much as I am an advocate for getting coached in your desired niche, I also know that your coach will be unsuccessful if you aren't coachable. All right. So you want to think about it. Are you coachable? All right. And if you would have approached me a few years ago and asked me that same question, I would have said absolutely not. All right. Because I don't like people telling me what to do. All right. But when I wanted to begin social media branding and marketing, I didn't know what to do. So I needed to get coachable as fast as I can if I wanted to get anywhere with it. So I began talking to myself in the mirror, and it helped me tremendously. So I know that it will help you. All right. Especially if you aren't sold on this whole idea of getting a life coach. Okay, this is something, it's so funny because life coaching was something that I thought about when I was in elementary school. I remember sitting in my class, and I was always the kid that was up in the clouds, so I would always be looking out the window. And I remember looking out the window and telling myself I was going to be a life coach, and walking down the hall. I had no idea what that was. No idea. And I still remember I was walking down the hall like, I'm going to be a life coach. I'm going to be a life coach. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what the freak is that? And I was like in elementary school. I don't even think I was in like the 6th grade yet. I think I was in about like the 5th grade. And I was walking through the halls. I still remember bopping through the hall like, I'm going to be a life coach. I'm going to be a life coach. And I was like, the fuck is a life coach? But I know that some people aren't wholly sold on life coaching. So what you want to begin is you want to begin techniques to help you actually coach yourself. All right, so that you will be coachable for others. All right, because this is going to be extremely important in your relationship with whatever mentor that you choose. You definitely want to make sure that you don't have an issue with people telling you what to do, because they're definitely going to give their opinion on what you're doing, okay? Because their whole point is to, well, if you get the right coach, they're going to coach you to, it's not about the money, because some coaches are just about the money. But if you get the right coach, then you won't have to worry about that, because their dominant intention is for you to succeed, because their reputation is attached to it. All right. So most life coaches, I could say most of them, they are not just going to let you just give your money and walk away. Oh no. They want to see your life improve, and they will go as far as you're willing to go. All right. But you have to make sure that you're primed and ready for that. And these techniques that I'm sharing with you will definitely prepare you for that. This is getting started. Okay. So this is when, you're still not whole sold on this whole coaching thing, then coach yourself. Okay. All right. So now here we go. Number 4. Okay. Number 4 is be authentic. All right. You want to be as original as you possibly can. And there is nothing wrong. I'm going to tell you right now, don't listen to anyone. There is nothing wrong with you seeking others already killing it in the field that you love to be a part of. All right. It's nothing wrong with that. All right. You can study them to come up with a blueprint of where you can begin. All right. So that's the whole point. All right. But you just want to make sure that you put your own creative impression on it, so that you gravitate to those that would most appreciate the effort that you're putting in your content. Okay. Or in your service, or whatever it is that you're doing. All right. You don't want to be a cookie cut imprint of others. You just want to position yourself to grow and expand with your competition, while still sticking out from the rest that's categorized in your bracket. All right. So it's nothing wrong with you seeking out those that you might admire, that might already be, that might already be a master in the craft. It's nothing wrong with you emulating them. All right. I'm going to teach you another technique, so that then if you did find a virtual mentor that can help you, how you can actually get them to coach you without really coaching you. All right. I'm going to teach you that. All right. Because I'm going to teach you the whole point is that I want to teach you some mastery skills, all right? Some mastery techniques, all right, to help you, all right? So these are little techniques I'm going to teach you, over the course of the year, all right, to help you, all right, so that you can begin your journey on branding yourself, all right, and being your own boss. Okay, so now here's number 5, all right? It's the last one, all right? And this is the most important one. All right. You want to form a personal identity that is healthy and that supports everything that you desire to acquire. All right. And like I said, this is the most important step. Your personal identity is what will carry you through the many processes you will eventually go through on your journey, okay? And if it's resilient, then no matter what occurs during your day or during your week or in your life, you'll be able to hold your head up high and continue when the road gets bumpy and uncomfortable, because it will. Okay. Yes, it will. All right. I guarantee that. But it doesn't, but that it doesn't mean that you have to get thrown off course. Like, I recently, my best friend just died. All right. So and he died. I did my video. I decided that I was going to launch this, these videos of EFT, do what you love. And I am going to begin again tonight at 11 p.m. So if you're not following the 1111 Coach fan page and you want to learn EFT, then you definitely want to hop over to that page, or you can follow my YouTube channel as well. Okay. That happened on the 2nd of January. He died on the 3rd, and I have been just like trying to get my head back together and trying to get my head focused, dealing with his death, and then also dealing with the fact that I didn't follow through on my intention, and it bothered me a lot. It really did. And I didn't know how to deal with it because I didn't want to look insensitive to his family by just continuing and just, forging ahead just as I was told to do. It just wasn't comfortable for me, so it took me a minute to get myself back together. And I can say, here we are 10 days later, exactly. And I'm okay. All right. So let's go over that list again. All right. You're going to write it down, and you're going to put it on your fridge, or you're going to put it by your mirror for a few weeks so that it seeps into your subconscious mind and it begins to take a life of its own. All right. A belief is merely a thought that you keep thinking. If you keep thinking thoughts that empower you to change, eventually you will. And it can be effortless if you take some of these tips that I just shared. All right. So when you write them down, all right, you're going to exchange the word you for I, all right? You want to recite them in the first person, all right? This is a great technique to begin the process of creating, all right? So number 1 is you control the beliefs you hold about yourself. So now what you're going to write down is, I control the beliefs I hold about myself, all right? And then number 2, you must release and let go of the beliefs that contradict the life you desire to have and replace them with new beliefs that serve what you want to create instead. All right. So what you're going to write down is, I have decided to release and let go of the beliefs that contradict the life I desire to have and to replace them with new beliefs that serve what I want to create. Okay? All right. So now let's go on to number 3. All right. Number 3 is, you can shift your perception of life and up-level your belief system through conscious choice. And I apologize if you hear my washing machine going in the background. I don't know why I decided to wash clothes while I was going live. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. All right. So, all right. So what you're going to write down, this is what you're going to write down for number 3. Through my conscious choice, I will shift my perception and up-level my belief system. Okay. And now we're going to go on to number 4. Okay. And number 4 is, adapt a belief system that would define you as being authentic. Okay. So what you're going to write down on your paper is, my belief system supports me in being and showing up as authentic. Okay. And here's number 5, the most important one, is form a healthy personal identity. All right. So what you're going to write down is, I am right now forming a healthy personal identity that will support me tremendously in life. All right. So you're going to take those 5 statements and you're going to put them someplace where they could be in view. And every chance you get, you're just going to read through those 5 statements. All right. And they're going to begin to take on a life of their own. I promise. I absolutely promise you that if you write down these statements, these 5 statements that I just told you to write down, and you post them someplace in your room, a seed will be planted and that they will take on a life of their own. You will begin to see and notice exactly the things that you should be doing. You might even find a coach that'll help you, if you're ready. Okay. So now, like I said, if you want to begin an Empower 2019, begin there. All right. I'm going to be sharing more information daily on how you can get started with branding yourself through self-coaching, and until you're ready to invest in yourself and begin a coaching relationship with the best mentor for you. All right. So I want to thank you for joining me for today's segment on marketing for shy people. If you don't know who I am, once again, my name is Tiffany Satchel. I'm a whole life spiritual coach, and I help my clients uncover their divine life path through enlightened mastery techniques that support their freedom to do what they love most in life. All right. And you can book time with me at tappingwithtiffany.com to find out more about me. You want to visit tiffanysatchel.com, and I would love to support you in doing more of what you love in life. I have affordable coaching packages available on my Patreon page that you can find at Tiffany Satchel. It's all in the description. All right. Please like this page. Please like this vid. Share this vid if you found it helpful. And don't forget to follow my YouTube channel for more in-depth information on how to begin branding yourself like crazy through self-coaching at myparadisecontact.com. I love you with that agape kind of love. And it's comments. This thing does not really tell you when it's comments, y'all. I see you, Dr. B. Hey, Michelle. I love y'all. All right. Okay, so I'll see you guys soon. All right. I'll be on later on tonight. Like I said, follow the 1111 Coach fan page. Okay, which is at facebook.me/Tiffany Satchel. All right, we're going to do some EFT. Thank you for the hearts. All right. I love you guys.